ready to show you all how 10.8 is doing in a 2021 Model S, which I guess now is called a 2021 Legacy Model S, because yes, I have a vertical screen. The car was manufactured in December of 2020. I took delivery December 24th, 2020. So as we stand here today, the car is 1 year and just a couple days old, but is now considered a legacy vehicle, which is a bummer. But I guess I'll get off that that whole soapbox there. In that I know many others with newer S and X are feeling the same way. There's folks with Model S and X that bought around the time I did, or even after. I read some stuff with some people that bought an S or X in March of this year. Not even a year old. Some of them have less than 5,000 miles on it, and it's considered a legacy vehicle now. Pretty annoying. So anyway, we're going to take this left turn here, and as you can see, a boatload of traffic coming at us. So this one is one of those where, when you make this turn, you got to just look for the gap and just gun it. So be really curious to see how the Tesla's going to handle. Here, I'll pull up my, getting used to the new software here. Let me pull up my back camera there so you guys can see that too. So we got people behind us as well. Checking my mirrors. Yeah, there's 3 more cars behind me. So I'm going to give it its best shot here. I might have to nudge it, as I'm not going to let these people behind me flip out. And they surely will, because, again, this is one of those shoot the gap situations. All right, we got a sweet gap. I'd be going right now. Go, go, go. Nice. All right. All right, so I've tried this with prior iterations here, 10.6, 10.5. I never got through that turn before. So we're going to start taking a score here. That is 1 point for 10.8. That was a nice enhancement. It has never, ever been able to do that turn. It would just, sit there and think about it and start to go out. And I always either just turned it off or just hit the accelerator and just forced it through, because it's just, not to be overly repetitive, but I mean, it's just one of those things. You just can't lollygag around between the cars coming at you fast. And, people behind you also waiting to turn and knowing, that there's a wait for those gaps. And so you gotta take them when they arise. All right, good deal. So coming up here to a light. Now we need to make a left turn here.
500 feet.
We're all the way in the right lane.
South State Road 434.
Okay, there we go. Got the blinker on. We're moving over. Okay, I was getting worried. Okay, we need to go into this left turn lane. Okay, so get in the left turn lane. Don't have my blinker on. I know it's going to kick it on probably when I get past like where that white Ford edge is. It tends to want to do the blinker closer to the actual turn. Not the end of the world, but right now my rear end, hopefully you guys can see the camera down here, but the rear end of the vehicle is kind of hanging out a little bit here as this left lane just started to form. And so I'd feel a little bit better about it if I had the blinker on. Just kind of, one extra indicator there for people pulling up behind me to know my intent, as well as just kind of signaling, because, I'm hanging out a little bit, so it gives a little more visibility.
Now
all right, we got a green light.
South State Road 434.
I'm going really slow. Got cars behind me. So I did just hit the accelerator. I'll look for some more of these kind of situations. Let me see. Yeah, 1, 2 cars behind me at that light. I wasn't going to make them, miss the light, because the Tesla wanted to fart around. So, all right. So that should have been a really easy turn to make. So I don't know what that was about. Might have been me just being a little impatient, but you could see the car ahead of me had clearly gone. So, green light, follow the car, just get her done. So I don't know what that is, but hopefully that's not an indication of things to come. I'm still all jazzed up from it being able to make that left turn that the prior software couldn't. So hopefully we got a lot of good things coming.
And what happens is when an engine is cold, needs extra gas. So if it leaks a little, it'll start better. But when the engine's hot and you try to start it in the fuel.
Alright, so the beta moved us over to this right lane, and this right lane ends, and we need to go straight. So it's done this to me before with prior versions, and it looks like we're doing it again. Okay, so turning it off. So you see this, guys, we're coming in hot. This lane ends. We need to be in the other lane. So, you know, ugh. So I let that play out for you all. I was curious myself. Was it going to merge back? I think it's the old, I don't even know if it's old map data or what. I know some say sometimes that stuff's because it's relying on the maps versus what Vision's saying. But every single version, I've had this beta since 10.2, and every single version wants to get in that damn lane when it needs to go straight and the lane ends, and every single version drives at full speed. Like, I was going 55 miles an hour. I dropped it to 50 when it went into that lane, knowing it was going to have to slow down, but it wasn't slowing down at all until I finally just hit the brake and, you know, disengaged it and slowed down myself, and then had to sit there in the turn lane and try to merge back onto what you all can clearly see is a busy road. So anyway, you can hear a little frustration in my voice, but, you know, that one I just don't get. Like, there's just absolutely no reason for it. Why does it always want to push to that far right lane? Especially when the lane's going to end. And then when it realizes that there is a turning signal, which it shows on the visualizations. I was looking at it on the visualizations right there. It showed turn only. But yet, it sits there and just keeps going straight. And that truck was there. I mean, I could have easily hit it. So, anyway. All right. Getting off my soapbox here again. But that was annoying. All right. Let's continue on. Okay. See, handled that nice. That lane turned into a left only, and it moved over. So, nice job. Thank you, Tesla. Okay, we're getting some of that shadow braking right now. So, no one anywhere near me ahead of me, and it was just braking for no reason. So still got a little bit of that ghost braking, as folks like to call it, which, you know, this version was supposed to drastically improve that. I know
obviously a lot of issues, and you know, people at times do bad things, but, you know, despite all that, you know, I love humanity, and I think we should make sure we do everything we can to have a good future and an exciting future, and one where that maximizes the happiness of the people.
They're right.
I think we've got to get back to the moon and build a base there. You know, a science base. I think we could learn a lot about the nature of the universe if we have a proper science base on the moon. You know, like we have a science base in Antarctica and, you know, many other parts of the world. And so that's like the next big thing. We've got to have like a serious like moon base, and then get people to Mars, and, you know, get out there and be a spacefaring civilization.
I'll ask you about some of those details, but since you're so busy with the hard engineering challenges, everything that's involved, are you still able to marvel at the magic of it all?
Alright, so had a merge there, and coming up to do the merge, we had plenty of room, and it just started kind of braking hard, rather than just moving over. So I know it was sensing the road coming to an end, hence the braking, but what I don't get is there was ample room to merge in, so, you know, why brake? Like, you're gonna have to stop in that merge lane, why not just merge?
Now turn right onto South Dillard Street.
Alright, so we're supposed to be doing a right turn here. Right on red, we're clear. Luckily there's no one behind me, so I'm just letting it play out because it stopped and shouldn't have. But alright, we made the turn, so we got through it. That was a little awkward. I mean, it wasn't unsafe or anything, it seemed interesting. But it's probably the protocol. You know, if you're doing a right on red, it's going to take a little more cautious. It's just, you know, compared to rear wheel driving and how folks would navigate that stuff. A little awkward. All right, so we're getting through this flashing yellow light. I don't know if you could tell from the camera, but a little bit of braking there. Nothing too bad. Again, just strange in the sense of, not strange for beta. It's been doing that, but just strange compared to normal drivers. Like when there's people behind me and they're like, what is this guy doing? You know, that would probably be the reaction. All right, so we're going to turn into, well, I'm going to this Ace Hardware here, but oh man, we had a yellow turn signal. Totally could have made that. Now we got a green. Okay, good, it stopped. I was worried it was going to go for it. But anyway, we got to go to this Ace Hardware here. It's up here on the left. So normally I just come right up here and turn in. But I guess it wants to kind of route us around this back way. Whoa, there's a truck coming. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Whew. That got my my heart racing there. I thought, oh god, it's gonna pull out in front of that vehicle. I started acting like he was gonna do it.
Turn right onto South Woodland Street.
Anyway, so yeah, it's taking us in the little back street here. I'm gonna move this up. Hopefully you can see. So I mean, not a bad route. Prevents the beta from having to make that unprotected left.
Now turn right.
Across 4-lane, you know, road there. So took us in the back way. Hey, that's cool. I'm good with that. Always fun to see where it considers us to be in regards to our destination. Okay, we're in a parking lot. That was a little close.
Now your destination is
Still letting the beta go. People coming, doing a little wheel shaky. What are we doing? Oh, we're gonna come down here. Okay. Hey, look at that. Front door service. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off there. That was interesting. Kind of let that play out, but hey, it took us right to the front of the store. That's kind of cool. So that's like definitely an improvement compared to you know, other things there, you know, other experiences. Oh, look, we're getting the park deal now. Should I try it? Yep, it's saying start. Okay, start. Alright, this is really tight too. Oh boy. Alright, trying the auto park. Hey, wasn't expecting to have that as a part of our video. Just popped up there as I was backing in. Okay, getting straightened up. There's somebody sitting in the car. This one over here. They're probably laughing their butt off going, look at this guy trying to back in his car. Boom! Nice! Hey, I like that auto park. Oh, sweet. Look at that. Put it in park for me, too. This is new. A little, normally you got the P for park, but it's almost got like the red P, like the emergency brake is on. So, I don't know if that's part of the 10.8 and the whole software refresh, but cool stuff. All right. I'll pause here for a minute and get you some more footage. It'll be fun seeing it try to get out of this place, that's for sure. Be back to you shortly.